Hi everybody, welcome to Screen Chasers. I'm Anthony and with me as always is my main man,
Jermaine Sneed.
We are Screen Chasers and you are listening to Two for the Show. We just saw the movie
Pacific Rim, which is about...
As a war between humankind and monstrous sea creatures wages on, a former pilot and a trainee are paired up to drive a seemingly obsolete special weapon in a desperate effort to save the world from the oncoming apocalypse. This movie was directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Idris Elba, Charlie Hunnam, and Charlie Day. Alright everybody, Jermaine Sneed.
Yes.
We just saw the movie Pacific Rim, directed by Guillermo del Toro, starring Idris Elba,
My man.
Charlie Hunnam,
Cool dude.
Charlie Day.
He's funny.
He's so funny. Alright, Jermaine. What were your thoughts about this movie?
Well, let me just start off by saying it was geektastic.
Geektastic?
Geektastic.
It was Wonder Dorkful?
That was a good one. Yeah, I like that one. But in all seriousness, I mean, geek stuff aside, this was just a well-done film.
It absolutely was.
I mean, like, storytelling, writing, it's everything that I've come to expect from Del Toro.
Yes, this movie was in fact directed by Guillermo del Toro. A lot of people know him from Hellboy, Hellboy 2, Pan's Labyrinth, and a bunch of other really, really great movies.
Yeah.
But he directed this movie, and originally when I found out about it, I was like, okay, so Guillermo del Toro backed out of The Hobbit in order to direct this movie.
Yeah.
Initially, I was like, a bunch of robots fighting monsters. I was kind of excited about
You're onto it.
But I was just going into this assuming it was going to be a shining piece of turd.
Really?
I really did.
Wow.
I really did. I was like, come on, man. I love the concept of giant robots fighting monsters. That sounds awesome. Like,
well, you are a guy.
You got robot jocks. You got Robotech. You got Transformers with people inside of them.
Voltron.
Oh my God, Voltron.
No.
But I really didn't know what to expect with this movie. But fortunately,
yes,
I get to say that I absolutely love this movie.
Thank you.
This is the kind of movie that's going to come along that I know that it's going to drive a wedge between people. Some people are going to try to take the high road with this movie and try to come at it from all kinds of weird angles. But I'm telling you right now, I'll put an open challenge out there.
Do it.
I'm putting this out right now. You think you don't like this movie? You explain to me how it's a bad movie, and I will go to town on you. I will work you, son.
We have a couple of people out there that I know are about to go to town with you.
Yeah, that's fine. They can get served. Yeah. Oh, snap! Anyways, Jermaine, go ahead. What else do you think about this movie?
All right. First of all, world-class talent. Mm-hmm. We all know about my boy Idris. Or as I like to say, Luther.
Luther!
People have not seen Luther. You are missing out. Check out a BBC network anytime soon, please. But, I mean, like I said, great storytelling. It had me from beginning to end. What I loved about this is when the movie opened and it started, I was like, man, I'm really into this. And then it was like, oh, here's the opening credits because the movie ain't even started yet.
I know.
I was like, what?
I forgot the movie hadn't even started.
Are you serious?
That is probably one of the most gangster openings ever. Was. I was like, man, I thought we were already 20 minutes into this film.
I know. I had already gotten action, drama, character building. I'm like, okay, where are we going from here?
That is definitely how you set the stage.
Yes.
Okay, one thing that I have to talk about with this movie is the soundtrack to it.
Yeah,
and sometimes
that soundtrack.
And sometimes it's a little hokey, but the theme song for this movie, oh my God, it's so good. As soon as the robots are getting geared up and they're doing the mental handshake, which by the way, beautiful, very clever. That's some Anthony quality naming.
Oh, is that Anthony quality naming?
It's the cerebral handshake. The cerebral handshake. What is it?
The neuro shake.
Neuro shake. Yeah, neural handshake. Oh man, that thing was beautiful. Anyways, as soon as the robots were getting geared up, everybody was ready to rock and roll. They start playing the theme song, and I swear it's like listening to Terminator or RoboCop or Jurassic Park. It's on that level. Or for this fact, like Jaws. It's going to be one of those kind of theme songs that's going to stick around. You hear that, and you're like, oh man, it's going to be...
No, it was an awe-inspiring moment. I mean, it reminded me of the first time I saw Jurassic Park and a dinosaur stepped on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
It was that kind of movement for me. I mean, great job all the way around.
I think that what Guillermo did really, really well in this movie is he captured an essence of suspense. And that's what he's known for. He's known for these horror-based movies that have these really dark undertones to them. This movie had this feeling of suspense.
Yeah.
And kind of like, you know something's about to happen, you just don't quite know when it's going to. And then when it does, you're pleased with what you get.
Oh, yeah.
Man, these robotic battles between these monsters, oh man, it was like everything good about Godzilla back in the day.
Yeah, and then some.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you.
Dude, the part with the dragon one, oh man, I was like, oh man, what's Charlie Hunnam gonna do?
Oh yeah. Man. I love watching movies like this when I hear people in the audience screaming and yelling and jumping out of their seats. Wait, was that me and you?
That was mostly me and you. You're doing a lot of screaming. I was doing a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
I just have to say, the 12-year-old in me was just screaming with joy, and the 31-year-old in me was like, well done. I appreciate what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
But I got to let my inner geek come out in this movie. And
you both did?
Man, I just went swimming in the pool of dorkdom. It was great. This movie was just so much fun. It's exactly what you need to see in an action film. And at the same point, from a filmmaking perspective, I have to just look at this and appreciate every aspect of it. From the cinematography, all the way down to the acting, the directing, the pacing of this film. Perfect. And the thing I love the most about this movie,
what would that be?
It's very respectful of its audience. It's only 2.5, like 2.
Is it
2
even
hours?
that long?
It's 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay.
We've been watching all these 3-hour movies that I'm just like, oh god, just shave 45 minutes of this and let me go home.
Well, there's the thing though. When it came to pacing to this movie, at no point was I like, man, I mean, let's go ahead and cut it off. I was like, can you keep giving me more monsters fighting robots?
2 things on that. You cannot go to the bathroom in this movie.
No, because I needed to and I didn't.
There's 2 things that I am known for. One, calling a movie before I even see it, and 2, knowing the exact right moment to go to the bathroom. I sat through this entire film because I could not get up. I knew it. I was like, the second I get up, I'm going to miss something. They're going to throw in an action sequence really, really quickly. I'm going to lose something with the plot. I am not. No.
And there's the thing. It wasn't just a big action movie where you're like, okay, I might miss some action, but whatever, I'm going to go to the restroom. It was like, no, you're going to miss something in the plot that you need to see.
Yeah.
Because it was just a well-done story. I mean, I was worried about this movie at first because I'm like, I know he's done some big-budget movies. I know what Hellboy 2 and Hellboy 1 was, but I don't see him doing a blockbuster movie like this. But he handled it well. I had the action. I had the storytelling. Hats off to him, man. I'm saying give this dude a comic book movie, please.
Give him something awesome. Hey, Dark Justice League, let that happen. Come on. DC, do the right thing. Just throw him a giant bag of money and say, here you go, Guillermo. Do your thing. I believe in you. And I think after this with Pacific Rim, I hope this movie is very, very successful because it deserves to be. It gives you everything that you like. It gives you everything that most people are going to want, and at the same time, it pays a lot of respect to people who do the kind of things that we do. We sit there and we just analyze and break down movies and try to be as big of dicks as we can to them. I love this movie.
You know what? Here's the thing, and Warner Brothers did a horrible, horrible job of marketing this movie.
They did.
I mean, people thought they knew what it was about, but I'm telling you, it has so many levels to it that you people aren't prepared for. It has humor. It has some things for the kids. It has some things for the geeks. And it's just a well-done movie. Yeah. And they messed it up. They dropped the ball on this one. I hope this movie does well, but
I'll tell you one thing. Screen Chasers is going to do anything and everything they can in their power to push this movie. I'm telling you right now. People ask me all the time, Anthony, what movie's out that I should see? And I'm going to tell you, hands down, any person that comes up to me, I'm going to say, any walk of life, go see Pacific Rim. You're going to like it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And honestly, anybody that's going to challenge me on this is they're going to want to sound smarter.
Bring it.
Because there's not much to dislike about this movie.
There's really not. It gives you everything. There's even like a subtle love story to it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't,
it's not overhand in the face. Even the ending of it, they don't do it.
It's a love story. It's an unorthodox love story.
It is.
Because it's not the love story that you think you're going to get. It's the love story you didn't see coming.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I don't even know what else to say because I'm so angry that people... Because you know what? I knew from our post earlier today, people were hating on this movie. And I was upset about it. Because I'm like, give it a chance first. Don't go by just the trailers, I'm telling you. Not this time.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. We're going to just close it out by saying this. I think I'm going to speak on Jermaine's behalf on this one. This is one of the best films we've seen this year. Love this movie. Action, drama, suspense, anything and everything you need. Plus, guess what? Independence Day.
Mad shout out to Independence Day in this movie.
So, guess what? We added this mother. Holla! Pena! Boom!